Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am back to talk about Foster by Keegan. This was the second book that I read this year and oh my goodness, such a fantastic book. Foster is a novella that is set in rural Ireland in the summer of 1981 and follows a young unnamed girl who is sent to live with a foster family, the Kinslers, just before her mother is due to give birth to the next of several children that she and her husband have. They just have too much on their plates, too many children on their hands, and so decide to send one of their children away. I think it was Brian from Bookish who made this point, but yeah, it is very much like Mansfield Park. The young girl is incredibly shy, really anxious. You know, she's about to upend her life completely and go live with a family that she's never met. In contrast to Mansfield Park, we quickly discover that the couple that she's been sent to live with are incredibly warm and welcoming and just demonstrate a level of care and attention to her that she's never had in her life. As she gets more involved in the daily activities on their farm, listened to, celebrated for her individuality, she starts to experience a feeling of belonging and self-worth. It's, you know, very much like Anne of Green Gables in that way, but then it's even more heartbreaking to know in the back of your mind going through this novella that this is only a temporary arrangement. Before long she will have to be returned to her home and back into that cycle of constant shaming and neglect. This book is just so poignant and moving, and the beauty of this in its writing really lies in how simple it is. Keegan's ability to evoke this landscape and culture at this very particular time in rural Ireland just feels so effortless. There's so much attention to detail and a deep understanding of this setting and its people, the community building. It's just this very vivid picture of this time and place and brings the story to life, but it is not over flowery. There is no superfluous language in here. It is very crisp and clean. It's both very elegant and also has a lot of heart. It's a very simple story, but a simple book is not a bad book. It actually takes a tremendous amount of skill as a writer to be able to take this very simple premise but do it very, very well. I felt like the decision to keep the girl in this story unnamed was a really clever touch. I almost thought they were going to give her name right at the very end, but they do shy away from doing that. And that means that this narrative is universal, and of course it is. The message of this story can be applied to any child anywhere, and her story is not just evident of this one character, but is the plight of so many children across the world. And it reminds you that all children need the same things: care, attention, love, being listened to. This is not just a book about this one girl. This is about children across the world. And who is it who is responsible for providing those needs? Well, it's us, the adults. And so you feel so happy when you see her with her foster parents. But it's not like these people are perfect beings. In fact, I feel like the message throughout this book is how kindness is a constant choice that you have to make every single day. Because you see people in this village who are definitely not that, not caring, not kind. They very much embody that stereotype of the small-minded townsperson who gossips all the time. These individuals who just have this tendency to twist things negatively and poke holes in everything, even if you're quite satisfied with how you're living your life. But through these foster parents, we see this young girl being shown how to extend care and compassion, not just within her family, not just to herself, but throughout her community as well. Small acts of kindness can have lasting repercussions and impacts that are far greater than you may think. But it's not a one and done kind of situation. It's something that you have to choose every single day. And yeah, this is just a really short review because it is a very, very short book, but it was beautiful. I was actually listening to the audiobook of this, and once I finished it, which bear in mind, it was only an hour and 45 minutes, so this is not a hard thing to do, but I did go back to the beginning and listen to it again because I just wanted to soak in this story again, uncover little details at the beginning that I didn't quite notice before. And it's just lovely. I can't go on about this forever because how great this book is just self-evident. It's a very quick read. I highly encourage anybody to read this. You know, it's just a book about being a better person, and why would you not want to read that? So there we go. Those are my short little thoughts about Foster by Keegan. Please let me know if you read this book. Let me know about any other Keegan that you may have read. I'm very, very tempted to read more from her now. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you're having a fantastic, fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.